damage that could not be rectified. But I've seen them go in and take that property, and not only did they repair it, but they added on to it. I wish I could preach it. Not only did they fix what the storm did, but they went in and made it bigger. That's still somebody. I've been through a storm, but the storm is just going to make me bigger. I'm going to put it back better than what it was before, because I'm not going to give place to the devil. I'm not going to let the devil think that he won a battle with me. All you're going to make me do, devil, is go higher in God. See, we got something better than insurance.
Come on now. Amen. Amen.
Tell somebody, and your premium's already been paid. It's called assurance. Assurance is better than insurance. See, assurance is a promise. Paul, I'm almost done. We got to pray. Paul told them that nothing was going to be lost. There was going to be no loss of life. What you got to be thankful for is that God brought you out of the storm with your life. With your life. Recovery starts with life. If you don't have life, you can't recover. Do you understand? Now, listen to this. They were on the ship. There's a storm still raging. They've eaten, thrown stuff overboard. But the storm is still raging. Some of the people on the ship said, I got to jump ship. How many of you want to jump ship when things got a little rocky? Things got a little rough. It happens in marriages. It happens between friends. It happens in churches. It happens on jobs. Things get a little rough. Don't go your way. You said, I'm going to jump ship. Tell your neighbor, you got to learn to hang in there. Don't jump ship. Listen to what Paul gave instructions. He said, except they abide in the ship, they will not be saved. So now wait a minute, God. Hold on. Time out. God. So you're telling me that my way of getting out of the storm is not the right way? God says no. He said that there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end of that way is death. Is that what the word says? He said, now it seems right. You're a good swimmer. You're a pretty good swimmer. You've been in a pool before. But there are some storms you've never seen like the one that you're in now. God says, stay in the ship. Stay in the ship. Stay in your word. Sometimes the word that God gives you for this season, it'll seem like it'll break up around you. It seems like the word is not working. It seems like the word is not going to be a good flotation device. But I saw something. It said when the ship broke up, Paul told them, hold on to the pieces. A piece of God's word is better than your own opinion. They held on. Tell somebody, I may not know the whole Bible, but I got my piece. I got my piece. You may not know anything but the 23rd Psalm, but tell somebody, that's my piece. Because it seems to me that God in his infinite wisdom, he put everything in the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Oh, look, y'all don't hear what I'm saying. I get fed in the 23rd Psalm. I get anointed in the 23rd Psalm. I can let my enemies see me prosper in the 23rd Psalm. He put everything in that piece. Held on to the pieces. A long the screen. Stop looking back. The errors of yesterday is only good for you as an experience. It's not meant for you to live there. It's not meant for you to live there. There are too many people that's living in yesterday's storm. Listen to this. You would think that Paul, being the man of God that he was, that if anybody had some favor with God, it should have been Paul. Surely God can keep Paul out of a storm. I've already been from jail to jail. I've already been stoned, and I've already been ridiculed. I've already given up my social status because I used to be one that was against you. Now I'm for you, and since I've been for you, it seems like everybody's against me. So can I just have a day off, God, and just enjoy the sunshine, cross my legs, and just be happy? You find out when you become a believer, when you are a kingdom person, that it is expedient for you, even when you think you're off duty, be on duty. Paul was in the storm just like everybody else. And I told you that God will put you in some storms to save somebody else, didn't he? See, when the storm got bad, they had prisoners on board that they were looking to take to Rome. And when the storm got bad, they thought the prisoners would escape. So what they decided to do was, the centurions, they said, we're going to kill the prisoners. But the scripture says that they didn't kill them because they knew they had to get Paul to Rome. God will use you in the storm to bring deliverance to somebody else. If you're in the hospital, pull the curtain and see who in the bed beside you. You can hardly talk, but you can lay hands. You can speak life. I told you in a sermon a few weeks ago how God used Elijah and his bones brought a man back to life. Something had happened in his life, but God still had enough in his bones to save somebody else. Seemed like that would be enough. All the prisoners are saved. Now they land on this island, an island full of barbarians. Paul could have been caught up in, I just want to get somewhere, get warm, get dry. I don't want to be bothered with anybody. Surely they ain't believing that God is who he said he is if he let me go through this kind of storm. Anybody here been through some storms? Did it upset you? Did it shake your faith and make you kind of like, God, I thought we were kind of all right, but maybe I miss you. You didn't miss him. You didn't miss God. Matter of fact, you may have just found him in the storm. Listen, Paul lands on an island. He builds a little fire. He just want to get warm. How many of you just want to get warm? Just the devil is a lie. You just want some peace in your life. You've been through the storm. You found seemingly a safe place to be. Just, hallelujah. Getting warm by the fire. And this is what lets you know it was the devil all along. Because he came back like he came in the garden. He's nothing but a snake. You got to watch when you're getting warm, and you got some folk that won't come around to things look like it's getting a little bit better for you. That might be the snake. They want to get in on your comfort. They want to get in on your fire. Snake leaps out of the fire and attaches itself to Paul's hand. Some people attach themselves to you because they know that you used to be one that wanted to hear some juicy gossip. Y'all tell them the storm that I've been through, I threw my gossip overboard. I don't do that no more. The storm that I've been through, I got rid of some stuff, some things, and some folk. It attached itself to his hand. Usually when something attaches itself to you, that means that at this point it is able to inject venom into Paul. He has a reputation of being very deadly. How many of y'all had some folk tell some lies and made you believe it and you knew it was a lie? Huh? That's a deadly one. Nobody tell it like they tell it. You be like, I'm sure he is. And have you doubting what you know to be true. That's a poisonous, venomous. Look at Paul. Paul said, he shook it back off. Hold on. Because see, I would be remiss if I didn't go a little bit farther into this. What kept the snake from burning up if it came out the fire? That's what you would be trying to throw it to, in the fire. Isn't that right? Don't that seemingly have something supernatural going on? See, your storms are supernatural. They're not just natural. The Bible says we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. The devil says, I ain't get him in the water. I'm going to get him on dry land. Attaches itself to him. By now, the venom should be into him because he has a reputation. All of the islanders, the barbarians on the islands, know the reputation of this venomous snake. He's taken many out before, taking their folks and their family out. But just because it took folks and their family out, regardless of the reputation, no matter what it is, doesn't mean it's going to take you out. Stop judging yourself by someone else's experience. Get to know God for yourself. Paul sees this venomous creature, and the scripture says he shakes him back off into the fire. It's a difference in the devil's fire and God's fire. Because our God is. That's why God's fire. When Moses had his experience with the fire, it said that it consumed the bush.